It's Week 8 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see Mac Jones. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Pats and the Eagles on Monday Night Prime Time.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The numbers for him from a week ago: 21 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top-5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game, maybe even some quarterback run to take the heat off of the running back.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Eagles sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week: 16 carries, 66 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they've built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Here's Ward to return. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. This defense for the Pats, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on the tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
22 yards there, a 1st down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Jones. And caught by Henry. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. On the return is Ward. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
He's got Smith here. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
They go play action with Hurts. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
19 Tigers.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a first and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Right back to him on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to...
Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
You're looking there, the defensive back is maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Hurts. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing is Hurts. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25. New England's offense set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here...
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
It certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 2nd and 7 from the 20. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 13-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Elliott Good with a PAT. And that makes the score 28-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25. Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them, or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
First throw there taken in by Smith. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosive.
He's got a man complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards. But first down hurts. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas got her as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott Good on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Well, the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts that. On second down, this is Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 68 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off play action. Jones going deep here for Parker. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone.
Now that Patriots sideline not happy with what just transpired. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
108 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Jones throwing to start the drive.
Open man down the field is Henry.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give that sack to Nakobe Dean. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. To try again after the sack. Jones under pressure, and they get to him again. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Let's go ahead and put check marks by it all, partner. No points. Down by 4 touchdowns. Haven't had anything going today on offense. Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously a day to forget for all involved. Let's give plenty of credit to this defensive effort. They've been excellent from start to finish.
And he'll only get this to about the 45. Well short of the line to gain. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Fielded at the 20. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that will be incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Lazard. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. And Lazard's got it again. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. New England on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. He's going to look downfield for Henry. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Hunter Henry. 54 yards. And the Pats are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. The Bears are going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
129 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A handoff as they run the counter play.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. On first down, they'll run with Hunt.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
So fly, Eagles fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle,